One of the things we hear a lot, especially with climate and sustainability focused ventures, is that they're searching for more patient capital, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the timelines of nature, let's say with agriculture specifically, right, moving to a regenerative method of farming takes years,
Yeah.
right? And so where can those sorts of entrepreneurs find more patient capital that is going to work on those sorts of timelines?
So I love the concept of patient capital. There needs to be more of it. I would also encourage people to maybe think about like evergreen sources of capital. So to kind of extend that thinking to say, well, it might not be necessarily like they're going to give me the money and I'm not going to like somehow give it back for 20 or 30 years, but how could this be an evolving relationship where maybe there's some money that comes in and out over time? I think it's kind of important to keep that construct because things that take a really long time, there is money for that. And there are some equity investors who are willing to do that and to really take a long view, but it's really, really hard because absent it being a grant or a donation, if it's structured where it needs an economic return, that money needs to come back in some way, shape, or form. And the time value of money is very difficult. It compounds really fast. And so if I'm an equity investor, like a traditional venture capitalist, and I'm going to put in $1 and I'm not going to probably see a return for 10 to 12 years, I need the opportunity to get at least $10, if not $100 back. Now, if I push that out to 20 years, we're talking about a like bare minimum, like a 25x multiple, right? The numbers get huge really, really, really fast. And so I don't want to necessarily have to have people think about like nerding out on the numbers, but they have to keep in mind the time value of money and how that impacts things. So let me draw some analogies. I've seen it in climate tech, definitely, but I've seen it the most in healthcare, where somebody is developing a device that's going to be implanted in the body. And that can take, just regulatory approval from the day of an idea till the day it could be commercially available, probably minimum of 10 years these days with the FDA and so forth. So there's a lot of other models out there that one can kind of look at. So when I've seen med tech companies do this type of thing, they're also relying upon other income sources along the way. So I helped get a company going here in town that was started out of the University of Minnesota called Miromatrix Medical. And what they did is they started processing and selling tissue as they were working on their core technology to recellularize organs, which was a very long road to be able to get there. So they're able to build and generate revenue along the way. And so that's how they were able to bring in investors and to do some other things along the way. So if somebody's got something that truly is a moonshot, it's going to take a long time, I would highly encourage them to think about other revenue sources or things that they could do to tie in along the way and how else they might finance it. Because just finding someone to say, here's some money and I'm not going to worry about being paid back for 20 years, they're out there, but it's a tough ask. It's a tough lift.
So